groundbreaking achievement that blurs the line between biology and technology. Researchers at the University of Tokyo have developed a robot capable of smiling, using living skin tissue and human-like ligaments. For those already unsettled by the eeriness of humanoid robots, the addition of fleshy, expressive faces might deepen their discomfort. Led by Professor Shoji Takeuchi, the team's innovation marks a major step toward making robots appear more naturally human, opening new doors not only in robotics, but also in fields like cosmetics and plastic surgery. The foundation of this achievement lies in a sophisticated layering of lab-grown skin over a robotic skeleton. Researchers crafted a surface using collagen gel embedded with human dermal fibroblasts, connective tissue cells that give skin strength and resilience. This biological material binds to the robot's frame, ensuring the skin can move in sync with underlying structures without tearing or peeling away. Motion is achieved through actuators, mechanical components that mimic the actions of muscles, allowing the robot to form simple facial expressions, like a smile. Despite the technical triumph, the project also highlights challenges that remain. Takeuchi notes that achieving a truly human-like appearance will require the inclusion of features such as surface wrinkles and a thicker epidermis. These subtle details, often overlooked, are essential for making a face appear authentically human. The researchers believe that the addition of elements like nerves, pores, sweat glands, and fat could further enhance realism. Such developments would not only improve robot design, but could also offer insights into human skin aging and the formation of wrinkles. One of the most promising aspects of using living tissue is the potential for self-healing. Unlike synthetic materials, biological skin can repair minor injuries naturally without needing external triggers like heat or pressure. This could make future robots much more durable, as even small scratches, which might otherwise lead to major damage, could heal on their own. In addition, integrating sensory capabilities through nerves and specialized organs could give robots the ability to feel, enhancing their functionality in environments that require delicate interactions. Takeuchi's Biohybrid Systems Laboratory has already made impressive strides in merging biology with engineering, including creating robots powered by muscle tissue and producing 3D printed lab-grown meat. As research progresses, we may find ourselves in a world where robots are not only indistinguishable from humans at a glance, but capable of healing, sensing, and expressing emotions in ways once thought impossible. Necrobotics. Scientists are reanimating spider corpses for research. When most people encounter a dead spider, they may feel a mix of relief and disgust. However, for researchers Faye Yap and Daniel Preston at Rice University, a spider corpse represents an opportunity for scientific innovation. Yap, a mechanical engineering PhD student in Preston's lab, co-authored a groundbreaking study that explores the use of dead spiders as mechanical grippers, tiny machines designed to pick up and manipulate delicate objects. They have named this new approach necrobotics, a term that reflects the use of biological materials from dead organisms in robotic technology. Their work not only introduces a novel concept, but also suggests a future where robotics could be cheaper and more environmentally sustainable. The idea for necrobotics began with a simple observation. One day, Yap noticed several dead spiders curled up in the corners of the lab. Curious, she wondered why spiders die with their legs tucked under their bodies. Her investigation revealed that, unlike humans and many other animals, spiders lack antagonistic muscle pairs. Instead, they use flexor muscles to curl their legs inward and hydraulic pressure to extend them outward. This biological mechanism inspired Yap and Preston to explore whether a spider's body could be repurposed. When a spider is alive, it actively controls valves in its legs to move them. However, upon death, control over these valves is lost, causing the legs to contract naturally. If compressed air were injected into a dead spider's body, it might restore enough pressure to move the legs again. Remarkably, her experiment succeeded. By introducing air, the researchers were able to reanimate the spider's legs, creating claw-like grippers capable of handling fragile items, such as thin wires, and even other spiders weighing up to 130% more than the gripper itself. The appeal of necrobotics is growing beyond scientific labs. Yap and Preston have already heard from enthusiasts outside the academic community. One memorable example came from Australia, where a father and son successfully recreated the necrobotic gripper in their backyard, proving that the technique is accessible to anyone with curiosity and basic tools. In a world increasingly concerned with sustainability and innovation, the field of necrobotics presents a fascinating intersection of biology, engineering, and environmental science. In what may go down as one of the more unusual insurance fraud cases in recent memory, 4 residents from the Los Angeles area were arrested after authorities uncovered a series of bear attacks on luxury cars. The twist? The bear behind the alleged damages wasn't a wild animal at all, but a person in a bear costume. The suspects now face charges of insurance fraud and conspiracy. Their claims reportedly cost 3 insurance companies a combined amount of $141,000, nicknamed Operation Bear Claw. It began with a story that seemed just believable enough. The group reported that a bear had broken into a 2010 Rolls-Royce Ghost parked in Lake Arrowhead, a Californian mountain area known for its black bear population. To support their claim, the suspects submitted video footage that showed what appeared to be a bear climbing into the car, moving about, and then exiting, leaving behind visible scratches on the leather interior. But investigators weren't entirely convinced. Upon closer review, they noticed the bear in the video had movements and mannerisms that didn't quite match those of a wild animal. It didn't take long for authorities to determine the culprit was actually a person in a bear suit. Their suspicions deepened when they found 2 more claims filed by the same individuals involving different vehicles, a 2015 Mercedes G63 AMG and a 2022 Mercedes E350, but following the exact same script. All 3 incidents were reported on the same day, in the same location, with similarly curious footage provided as evidence. To be thorough, the Department of Insurance called in a biologist from the California Department of Fish and Wildlife to review the videos. The expert's verdict aligned with investigators. The movements in the videos weren't consistent with a real bear's behavior. A search of the suspect's home revealed critical pieces of evidence: a bear costume, complete with a headpiece, paw gloves, and even metal claw-like tools. The fur was light brown, which might seem plausible, given that black bears in California can appear in various shades. Still, it wasn't enough to pass off a costume person as a wild animal. The case has since been referred to the San Bernardino County District Attorney's Office. Though the culprit's plan was elaborate, it ultimately unraveled under scrutiny. This case serves as a strange reminder of the lengths some will go to manipulate the insurance system. In the chilly city of Perm, Russia, an unexpected hero waddled his way into hearts all over the internet. An orange tabby weighing a jaw-dropping 17 kilograms, or nearly 40 pounds, was found living his best life in the basement of a hospital. His story is one filled with snacks, attempted jailbreaks, and tragic twists. The cat was believed to have been abandoned by his original owners. He was adopted by a group of kind-hearted, but nutritionally confused, hospital workers. They fed him a steady diet of crackers, soup, meat, and the occasional splash of whiskey. Unsurprisingly, the feline ballooned to the point where walking became a distant memory. When animal lovers finally rescued him, they brought him to the Matroskin shelter, where he was lovingly dubbed Kroshik, the Russian word for crumbs. The shelter staff quickly realized that turning Kroshik's life around would take a lot more than good intentions. Kroshik's early days at the shelter were filled with small victories. He slowly started using his legs again, walking on an underwater treadmill. But being a true Garfield at heart, Kroshik didn't just roll over and accept his new fitness regime. In a now legendary incident, the hefty tabby attempted to escape his fat camp, only to get stuck in a shoe rack with his head lodged inside a bright blue crock before being found by staff members. Despite some resistance, he had shed almost 3 kilograms and was able to jump onto low couches and pillows. But just as it seemed Kroshik was on his way to a full-blown glow-up, tragedy struck. Kroshik developed sudden breathing problems and passed away within a few hours. A postmortem revealed multiple cancerous tumors hidden deep within his body, tumors that had been invisible during earlier exams because of his thick fat layers. The shelter staff, heartbroken, shared that despite the best efforts, Kroshik's illness had gone undetected. Shelter owner Ms. Galliana Moore mourned the loss, saying that Kroshik had become a symbol of hope, proof that even the biggest setbacks could be overcome with patience, humor, and love. He may have started as a forgotten stray in a hospital basement, but he ended up a legend. May the treats be an infinity for Kroshik in kitty heaven.